All right, we got some more tokens here as a part of the Winter Spotlight event on Roblox. We've got the normal, regular Winter Spotlight token and the Winter Spotlight Elite token in the game Dress to Impress, one of the biggest games on Roblox right now. So when you start out, you're going to just be in a main area and you want to walk outside, and then outside you're going to find yourself this little teleporter where you can go into the Winter Town. So you want to click on yes so that you can go into the Winter Town, and then click on begin. You get this little note here from Santa Claus, and what you need to do is basically go through a few chapters of some things, and then you have to go through a boss fight, and you're going to find the tokens in here along the way. So I don't think you can't go to chapter 2 or chapter 3 until you've beaten the previous chapters, and you can do this by yourself as well. So chapter 1, you just walk forward, and then you're supposed to find Santa's workshop, which is right there to the right. It's not really hidden or difficult to find. Now in the middle, we've got things. We've got a T-Rex, we've got a tricycle, we've got a doll, we got a train. Now each of those gifts have a list of items that you're supposed to put in them to complete what you need. So you can see that one right there needed the tricycle. You look at the image, this next one needs a doll. We're going to pick up a doll, put the doll in there, and then boom, that one's completed. Some of them need more than one item, like this one just needs the train, but this next one needs a train and a tricycle. So there's some sort of greedy kids, or T-Rex tricycle, some greedy kids out there. But you can see as they dump into the final spot right there in the sleigh, if they are correct, then you will get the points for them. And you can see we've got 3 out of 7, 4 out of 7 completed. Just completed that one. 4, 5 out of 7. So you want to get 7 out of 7 completed. It's not really too difficult to do if you can just kind of get in front of the front ones. Once you've got too many and you're trying to keep track of them, it gets a little harder. So if you can be quick and just try to get the ones in the front, like the 7 first ones, then that's the easiest way to do it. So I would recommend doing that. But you have plenty of time to do it. And again, you only have to get 7 of those correct. So this is chapter 1, and you're not going to find any of the tokens particularly here in this chapter. So this is just the first part of chapter 1 as well. So we've got that last one completed right there. So that is 6 out of 7. And once that one goes into the sleigh, we've got 7 out of 7. And then it puts us here to this obby. Now we've got a little obby that we've got to do. If you fall in the water, you basically have to start over at the beginning of the obby. So make sure you don't fall in the water or anything. Take time to bounce really high on these ones, get towards the edge, and give yourself enough space, because if you bounce from the middle, you're not going to make it to the other little gum. I don't know what that is. It's supposed to be a gumdrop or something. It's a bouncy gumdrop. So this is a whole bunch of different candy. Or is that a gumdrop? I don't know. Anyways, you are in an obby. For this part, I recommend take the left route. You're going to have to kind of jump over the candy cane a little bit more and more frequently, but it's a shorter path. And then jumping with the candy cane coming at you is a little bit easier for me than jumping at it when it's right behind me. So again, right here, we're trying to avoid candy canes, wait until one passes, and then jump onto the next bar of chocolate. Same thing right here, pretty straightforward. Almost lost it and fell in there, but I managed to keep it nice and safe. So we're going to go right here, going to go forward, and then we're almost at the end. Next part right here, there's a big wall that we have to scale, and there's a bunch of little peppermint patties or little peppermints on the wall. I don't think there's like any one particular path, because I did find, you'll see in this video, I was able to sort of climb up, like right here, climb up in areas and stand in areas that there isn't really a peppermint patty right there for me to get in there. But yeah, you can actually sort of, you can climb on parts of the side of the wall as well. Like right here, I'm trying to get over to this other side, and I was able to kind of climb up the wall right here without even like using the peppermints. So yeah, you guys can see it's not too difficult. You just have to get to the top. And then when you get to the top, that is the end of the obby right here. So that is chapter 1. Once you complete chapter 1, it'll just automatically teleport you to chapter 2. Chapter 2 here, this is where you're going to find the first token. So you're riding on a reindeer, and you want to use the A and D buttons to slide your reindeer left and right. This is basically Subway Surfers. If you hit the snowman or the presents, then it's going to slow you down. If you hit that wreath there, it makes you go a lot faster. So don't do what I do and hit all these presents and things. Usually it's actually pretty forgiving. You can make it to the end even if you hit some of these. I don't even see a timer here anywhere. So yeah, you just gotta get to where you can get used to the feeling, because sometimes I thought I was out of the way of it, but then I actually wasn't. But about halfway through here, you can see right there, that's the standard token. So make sure you guys get that. You guys have to make sure you get that standard token here in part 2. So make sure you're keeping an eye out for it. It's about halfway through, and make sure you just go through the area that gives you the token. So if you guys are just going for the standard token, you can probably end this game right now, but we're going to show you how to get the elite token as well. And the elite token is found here in chapter 3. So we'll show you guys how to get that here as well, but we're just going to finish up this chapter 2 here first. So now we're moving on to chapter 3, and then you've got 3 sleighs here. I know, so the middle one just brings you right back there. I'm not sure where the right one brings you. If you get on the one on the right, it probably brings you directly to the door that you need to go to. But if you take the left sled, then there is basically another path that you can go to get to the door that you need to. At the end of this path, there's like a little water fountain thing, and they're trying to get you to enter a code for the water fountain. I haven't seen or found any codes for that water fountain thing right there, and haven't talked to anybody who knows what the code is, but you don't even really need to enter it. You can just go there and turn around, and then there's another little path up here, and it takes you to a door. Now, I'm thinking maybe if you just take the sled on the right side, it'll just take you directly to this path, but we're going to speed it forward because it's a little bit of a trek up the hill, but this is where you want to go. You want to go up this hill, and you want to go to the door that's at the end of this hill, and then you go through that door, and it's going to take you basically to a boss battle, well, after you unlock the door. So we're going to go up to that, we're going to interact with it, and then it's going to teleport us to the sealed door, which is basically the same door. And then you see this thing that comes by. You want to make sure that you click on the button when it is closest to the green or in the green area to be able to open the sealed door. So it takes a little patience, a little timing. It will stop right when you press the button, pretty much, with not a whole lot of lag or delay like some of the other games. So as long as you press it at the right time, then it should stop on the green spot, and then you should be okay. You just got to get that thing to go all the way to the end. So again, we're doing some more cutscenes. I like to click on the skip button on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen for these cutscenes because it makes them go by a lot faster, and you don't even really have to watch those if you don't want to. So now we have the boss battle, who is, I guess, Santa Claus, but I don't know. It looks like Santa Claus maybe like doing some sort of workout or diet or something, because he's a skinny Santa Claus. But you can see we've got these presents falling on the ground, and they've got little timers on them. You want to go up to those, and you want to interact with those so that you can throw them at Santa, and you can start hitting them. If the timer runs out, you can see there's a little pie slice timer thing. If that runs out, then the gift goes away, and you can't throw it at Santa, and you can't do damage to him. So this is your goal, is to try to avoid getting hit by the things that are falling that he's throwing at you. Also, these things that he likes to jump around, and then these things that fall from the sky, you want to avoid those as well. And then you want to get to the presents, and then just keep throwing those presents at him. So it doesn't really take too many presents to actually take him down. It's not really that difficult. You get there pretty quick. I just threw those ones at him, and now there we go. He is, well, done with the first part. He says, ho, 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 it's too late, but it's not. But he is going to basically teleport you here to this next area, and this is where you guys need to find the elite token. So you've got your 3 hearts back on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. I'm not seeing the elite token showing up just yet, so just try to avoid getting hit and hurting yourself. And again, he's going to drop presents, and you hit those presents and you throw those back at him. You don't actually have to beat him to get this elite token. All you have to do is get to the point where the token shows up, and then you have to go and get that token. So try to avoid getting hit. Sometimes it's quite difficult to do because he's doing all sorts of damage from different angles, but we see right there in the back, we've got the elite token. So we're going to go over here, we're going to jump across the ice, we're going to go there, and we're going to grab that, and now we've got the elite token as well. So there you go, guys. We got the normal, we got the elite, and you don't even have to beat the boss, but if you do, I think you get some sort of bonus in the game. But that's how you get it, guys. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, and thanks for watching. We'll talk to you guys later.